'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Hey!
Hey everybody, welcome to hashtag follow the conversation, episode 36 for the culturemypeople.com's podcast about whatever we want to talk about. My name is Michael Knipp, and I'm here as always with my co-host Drewby.
Go back to our roots, talking about whatever we want, doing whatever we want.
We had a little bit of a revival last week.
We lost sight of our roots.
Yeah, we tried to structure this podcast. I was I had gotten to the point where I was doing the minutia of labeling what conversations we had at what minute points, and you know what? It sucked my soul out. That's not what this podcast was about. That's what those other stupid podcasts on the topic of video gaming and the monthly issue were about. This is about following the conversation, a natural conversation between the two of us.
The monthly issue. I forgot about that.
Did you forget? That's what we called that podcast.
That was the thing for a little bit. Oh.
That was a good podcast, man. That was probably one of our best podcasts. In fact, we probably canceled both of our best podcasts, and this is all we got left. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Comics podcasts are a lot less... Yeah, comics podcasts are a lot less common than, video game podcasts or whatnot. So maybe people just liked to hear about a subject that wasn't covered as much.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's fair to say there are a lot more video game podcasts than there are comic book podcasts. So if you want to keep up in the world of comic books, you should not go back and check out the monthly issue. But if you want to know what was going on at that time, you should definitely go check out the monthly issue.
It was great. So, you know why I played that song at the beginning of the show, Drewby?
Why'd you
Not
play
just
that
because
song
Taylor
at the
Swift
end
is
of the show?
cool.
Oh, well,
Do you really know? Do you not know?
We got Bad Blood.
The Bad Blood music video started. Man, is the Bad Blood music video started? Started? Maybe
I've seen some stuff on the internet about that. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, I didn't put two and two together.
For the record, it's a stupid music video. I don't really care for it. I also don't really like that song. So there we go. I said it.
Oh, so you brought it up for no reason.
Hey man, people like that. People that don't listen to her albums are just now discovering that song for the first time. So maybe it's like people excited for a new, quote unquote, new Taylor Swift song.
Also,
Blood has to do with one of the conversations that we can talk about now. I mean,
yeah.
We've been playing the game. Did you see that? Did you see that in the camera shot?
I got really
fell
bright.
Off a wall.
It got really bright in your room.
I was hiding from the sun, and then the curtain fell, and now I look pale.
It found you.
But also, I got scared a little bit.
That would be startling.
So, yeah. So,
it's just gonna anyway.
Speaking of Bad Blood, remember what we did yesterday? The game that we've been talking about.
Yeah, we gave blood. We gave our blood. We gave our blood to the cause.
Yeah, we're starting this well. So we played some co-op Bloodborne for the first time. I thought it was pretty fun. I'd done co-op Bloodborne, but not with anybody that I knew. I was trying to catch you up to where I was in the game, and
I'm getting a lot closer.
I think it's safe to say it is much easier. We just had a callback in the chat saying that the person that knocked down the window was he who must not be named, which was a callback to our old podcast, not to Voldemort.
Bobby Kotick coming after you.
You can't name him. I don't want you to invoke his name right when my window's open. You jerk. I also haven't heard anything about him in forever. Does he still work? Is he still the CEO or whatever?
Oh, I bet you. Let's see here. Big Kotick.
Can we just refer to him as the Tick? Like a superhero from the old TV show?
Bobby Kotick Double Fine. Eurogamer. Bobby Kotick slags off Tim Schafer.
Whatever. Dude, what is
Yes.
what is
He's still
what was your thoughts of the Bloodborne co-op?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was nice to like take a game that I play all by myself, and it's like, yeah, play it with one of my best buds, and then we go through and
just
destroy
face roll
things.
everything.
Yeah, that's what we
like
did.
It is a lot less stressful. It is a lot less creepy and like tense, and like I got to do my very first PvP. That was fun. Like another player invaded us while we were playing together, so we got to tag team crushing that guy out of your world. That was fun.
Yes, that was probably the best part. That was probably the best part.
You're like non-responsive, man. Get with the program. We're podcasting live.
It's laggy, bro.
Ah, dang it.
There's like
it's
a
one of those
5
things we have to deal with.
3 second lag. 5 seconds is a long time.
Yeah, there's. I don't know. It still seems very long. I don't know.
Here.
I heard
That
it
probably
instantly.
didn't do anything.
As soon as I saw your heads clap, I heard the thing. Technical difficulties are wonderful for live. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, all right. I'm gonna close my web browser. Okay. Bobby Kotick's the thing. We played Bloodborne, and Bloodborne is still Bloodborne. I want to. So I was fighting. Let me see. Yesterday, I don't know. Did you talk about the show on one of our past shows where you got stuck in a prison? Did that come up in a show? I know we talked about it, but I don't know if that came up in a prison.
I'm pretty sure I might have brought it up. I was walking around Bloodborne, dude with a bag killed me, and then I wake up in a jail cell.
Yes. I got to that part, and then I think I had significantly less problems with that area than you did. I don't think you died necessarily, but did you die in the prison at all? I don't know if you did.
I died one time, yeah.
Okay. Before you found the lamppost?
Yes.
Okay.
You just spawned back in the jail again.
Okay. So I found that wasn't too bad, and then I proceeded to progress to a new area. You kind of gave me a little tips like this is what you need to do or whatever. This is you're all set to go here. So I started working through there, and I got slagged off by some baddies, and so now I think I'll probably attempt those guys again tonight, and see what I can do there.
There's a possibility that that's like a vulgar phrase in European like cultures.
I'm gonna stop saying it then. I don't know what it means.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's a challenge we could do, which is we could go to that jail together and try to co-op that boss way before we're supposed to kill him.
Ooh, that could make for some. We might Twitch. We could. I don't know. I wish we could archive Twitch streams. Like I want to archive, like. I do a live stream and then archive it and like post it to YouTube. I really wish that was a feature on the PS4. Look! We finally, as video gamers on consoles, get the opportunity to live stream, and we're already complaining and finding things wrong with it. Man.
Well, I mean, that was a feature that existed previously, and then they took it out. So I mean, we did have our feet wet. Like Twitch streams used to auto archive. Now they don't.
Well, I think about it, though. Like you have that many players doing live streams for maybe hours, and then you have to archive all that. That's a lot of video data to store.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's generally crappy quality, which helps. Like, it's usually pretty super crappy, especially because it's limited by your upload speed, which most people's upload speed is not super great.
No. Darn ISPs. Do you know where people can get good upload speeds?
Man, ISPs are the worst. I don't know how anyone could work for those companies and have a soul.
They don't. They have to give it up, though, to have... that's the thing. Like, you saw, yes, I agree to work for an ISP. Yes, Satan, here is my soul.
The lag is extra bad tonight. It's making me super sad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I think my internet's fine, but I don't know. I'm willing to bet it's probably. Anyway, guess
Stupid
what?
ISPs.
Our dedicated listeners get to deal with it. So, on a not Bloodborne topic, Michael. I found some. It has come to me.
Yo, but you got the gross kind. That's the green tea.
This is the green tea with honey. I don't know what
He's holding up for the audio people. He is holding up the Bob Marley's tea that I very much love. I have some of the good stuff in the fridge.
Are you talking about the raspberry? The one with the raspberry stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I have another bottle of that. I have this, and I got one of each. So I'm gonna give. Have you given the green tea stuff a shot?
Yeah, I didn't really like it at all. Do it live right here.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. Dude, I'm mellowing out already. It's like,
I told you, dude. That's why pregnant women can't drink that jank.
Ingredients: premium brewed, decaffeinated green tea using triple filtered water, pure cocaine. Okay, that makes sense.
Cocaine doesn't calm you down. It's weed. It's ganja.
I got my drugs mixed up.
Do me a favor. Drop out of this call and come back. Let's just see if it gets better. Deuces, bro.
All right. Deuces.
All right, everybody. I'm alone in a room by myself. So I was playing Bloodborne with Drewby, and we were going to the area that he was stuck in, which was an area where you fight a guy at the end who is called the Blood-Starved Beast, and it's almost like a cannibalistic half werewolf, half human, but he's not like full werewolf because he's not a wolf. We were able to crush him in one shot, and then immediately go to the next area and crush the next area without having any problems.
I'm back.
So, what's up?
Is it better?
I mean, it's hard to tell.
I don't think
I wasn't having problems. I have some internet tests going, and I was having. This is boring to talk. Why would we talk about this on our podcast, man? We're just gonna survive.
Hashtag anything goes. Anything could happen.
Yeah, but we need to make this interesting. So, skip Bloodborne.
You saying I'm not interesting?
No, I'm saying talking about our technical difficulties is boring.
Aha. Oh, good. Well, at least I'm interesting.
Also, you're not interesting. So, what'd you watch on TV?
What about? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is over. It's.
How was the ending? Did you like it?
I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a 2-hour, like they did like 2 back-to-back episodes for the season finale, and it was good. Flash is not over, but it ends tomorrow night, May 19th. Is the season finale for that. And then Arrow ended last week. Arrow season 3 is also over. It is gone. The feelings on that, I will say, is that this is not. I don't think this is too spoilery, but it felt more like a series finale than it did a season finale. It's kind of the way that episode. They've kind of reset the. I don't want to say they've reset the board. I don't know if it's a good thing. I think it's a meh thing. It's like, okay, you finish out your season, get us 3, fix everything for season 4, make season 4 better, get good villains and go back to kind of Arrow roots where you've got your hero like fighting like the bad guys and protecting his city. This whole thing of season 3 is
that would make it a good thing though.
It would make it a good thing. Yes, that's what they need to do.
Oh, that's not what they did. Oh, okay.
In season 3, it became less about like I am Oliver Queen and I am saving my city. It became more about I am Oliver Queen and I have relationship issues and I have daddy issues. I just like this is all these different issues that Oliver Queen has, and it's like, I'd rather just maybe you should just be beating up bad guys and just being an awesome dude, being the Batman of the CW.
Possibly the show is combating sexism by having Oliver Queen have all of the problems that typically girls have in network television shows like daddy issues and relationship drama and all that stuff. And really that's what the thing is. I mean, that's why the Canaries have been cooler than at least in the second season, the Canary was cooler than Arrow anyway. So maybe it's combating sexism one episode at a time.
One episode. That's all it takes, just one episode at a time. Just you take a little bit more at a time. I will say Laurel, like, but all right, so what do they do? They try to make the female heroine like better, and so they put Laurel Lance in the Black Canary suit, and it just is like, oh, stop. She's not like, either they need to replace her as an actress and get someone who can do a better job, or it's not good. So we'll see at the end of the summer how I feel about Arrow season 4, but I'm at this point it's just like, fix it. I'm more into Agents of Shield and like in the Flash. Like Arrow.
I'm gonna say this, and maybe I don't think this should be that controversial. Stephen Amell is a crappy actor also. Like dude cannot act.
No, it's terrible. And you'll see things on Twitter. It's like, yeah, that guy's a great actor, but they're also like coming from like Twitter, like Stephen Amell fan sites or whatever, or fan tweeters. It's like, man, that guy's an incredible actor. We will see what his acting we'll get a better sense of his acting range, or like if he can do better in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because he is playing a kind of a main character in that movie, it seems like. In the character Casey something.
Casey Jones.
I don't remember. It is Jones. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he'll be playing Casey Jones in that movie. And he's going to walk up and say to the Ninja Turtles that they have failed this city.
So you skipped over the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Was it that bad? Was the 2 hours that bad that it wasn't worth talking about?
No, it was really good. The story was very separate from kind of the Age of Ultron movie. It didn't really have like the entirety of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like season didn't have as much to do with the movie as one might hope for, but it's not a bad thing. Like they told a good side story in the Marvel universe, and I'm interested to see what happens. It ended with a huge cliffhanger, where something happened within the last seconds of the episode, and you're just like, wait, like, what does this mean? What's going to happen? They are moving forward. It seems like there's going to be a new superhero squad in season 3. A new a unit who works for S.H.I.E.L.D. They're going to go. They're going to be introducing some more characters that way. It was a very good episode. Some people talked about it being like the best episodes of the entire season. I don't necessarily know about that, but I thought it was good. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is good. Flash. So last week this is an issue. I heard this on a Flash podcast that I listened to. Last week's Flash episode got more the ratings. Was the ratings or the viewers? There were more viewers on Flash than there were of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season finale last week. Flash. So I don't know if that's super telling. I liked it, but like more people seem to be watching Flash than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. seemingly. But Flash is also like, I think, generally liked by a lot of people.
Just from my perspective, listening to you, it sounds like the Flash TV show has been more consistently good from its inception than since its inception.
Yeah, the Flash has been early on. Like if I go back, I don't know if it's going to be as good. There are definitely some filler episodes early on in the season, but I've definitely, and also my love of Flash is probably also has to do with like my hate of Arrow. Hate's a strong word. My dislike of how they handled Arrow season 3. And so when I didn't look to Arrow, it's like, okay, Flash, what do you got for me? And Flash, it was good. I would really be curious. Like, it's a CW show. It's not going to have the best acting, but they've got definitely better actors in Flash than they do Arrow. Like, I don't think you cannot argue that. Like, I think that they've actually got some names like Daddy Warbucks is in that.
Victor Garber.
Yes. Let's see. They got
Tom McLaughlin. No, wait, that's the other show.
That's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Panabaker. Caitlin? No.
Danielle Panabaker.
Danielle Panabaker. Who I won't say she's the best actress, but actually, What's gender neutral of actor? Like, is it just actor?
I believe it is actor.
Do I just say actor so I don't offend?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to offend somebody. If you are speaking words, you probably offended somebody, but
yeah. So, I think they've got some better. A lot of some of the actors though, like the guy who plays Flash, Grant Gustafson, is from like him and a couple other dudes were brought over from Glee. Okay, I don't think that hurts it at all. Random.
I have a serious question here, real quick. What type of candle are you burning there in the background? I see it. It's good mood.
This.
He's grabbing the candle.
Warm apple pie.
Does it smell like an apple pie? Because that smells like a good smell.
No.
What is? It does not smell like an apple pie. What does it smell like?
I don't think it smells like a hot, warm candle. It smells like it's supposed to, like what you would like. Some dude who can't smell or has never eaten or tasted apple pie is like, this smells like it would be an apple. Like, sure, it could pass as apple pie. Sure, if that's what you want. It's
a hot, warm candle.
Nothing. I do prefer a good cinnamon candle. Cinnamon, I think, is awesome. So, anyway. Okay. Michael. The military is taking over Walmart. I've seen the future.
Okay.
And it is a bleak outlook.
Let's be fair. Drewby lives near a military base, and he is going to a Walmart that is minutes away from base housing.
That has nothing to do with any of this. I walk in, and I get all my stuff from the Walmarts, throw it in the cart, and I go through and I'm checking out, and I'm trying to swipe my card, and it will not let me do it. It's just like error, and I try to swipe it, like it wasn't taking.
Hold on. One sec. Stop. 1 sec. Okay. I literally just told you this story like a couple days ago. This is another example of time I will tell Drewby something and he will completely forget what I'm telling him.
No, I know. No, no, I remember you telling me this story. Anyway, so I'm swiping and it wasn't. I was partially probably because I was holding it weird and it just wasn't working. But anyway, so the cashier comes out from around and she takes like my card and then she shoves it underneath and just like inserts it in like you would a military ID card. And then like it sits there for a minute. It gets all of my information, like where I live, my DNA, my blood type. And then it says, okay, now you can remove your card. What is going on?
Did it come back with a screen that said this is not acceptable, must be terminated?
No, but I left quickly, so it may not have. It may have said that, and I might be marked for death right now.
For some reason, I'm guessing because people are really bad at managing personal information. The government is going to be forcing credit cards to all have a. I don't know if it's actually an RFID chip. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. And all stores are going to mandatorily have to use them by sometime by the end of the year. And so we both got new cards, and for some reason the Walmart that we shop at doesn't let you slide them anymore. You have to insert the chip in. It will not take the credit card as a normal slide card, even though I have slid that card at other stores.
So is that the thing? Like it's really going away. I can't slide my card anymore. I have to insert it in like a military ID card.
I have no idea. Like people are acting like all stores are going to be required to have that kind of reader soon. So maybe, I'm not sure.
The military's taking over. It's all gone. We've lost.
Did you feel like your freedom is being ripped away because you can no longer slide that card?
I have rights. As an American citizen, I have rights.
Speaking of rights, as an American, I'm a big boy. I like food. So I'm going to tell this story in the podcast because it made me so unhappy. Last night, it's 10:15 p.m. May 17th, 2015. I drive to Plattsmouth, which is where I live, which I've said this before. There's only one place that I know of to get a milkshake at this time of night, which is what I wanted. I very much wanted a milkshake. I go to the Burger King. Now, keep in mind, I have tried to do this at least 3 other times just this last couple months, couple weeks even, probably. And I'm always greeted with the same answer, which is I drive up to the drive-thru. They have milkshakes on their menu, which means that is a product that they are advertising that they will sell to me as a milkshake. And I say to the person on the other line, do you guys serve milkshakes here? This is the thing that I say. The guy waits probably 10 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. It felt like forever. So 5 seconds. So he goes, sorry, the milkshake machine's broken. So at this point, I'm obviously I'm made aware that this guy is completely toast. Like, dude is high on something. And so I say, okay, fine. I will order this. And he's like, oh, wait, hold on. All right, and what's your second one? So then I ordered the second item again. Pause. Order the third item. Pause. Will that be all? Yeah, man, that's it. Okay, give me a sec. I'll have your total at the window. Just drive around. Okay, so I drive around. These pauses are all real. So I'm already a little bit ticked off because I have tried to get a milkshake in this town so many times now, and I've started to believe that the milkshake is broken thing is a myth, is a lie. I feel like they're lying to me because I usually go at like 10ish, 11ish, and I feel like they don't want to clean up the milkshake machine because they're lazy high people in the Burger King. And so I'm already unhappy about this. The guy is obviously high. I pull around to the window, and you can see in the window. The guy is not there, but I can see in the window, and lo and behold, what is sitting at the window? Okay, so I don't know if this is true universally everywhere in the country, but there are drive-thrus so they can kind of keep their times faster. Old school, you used to just have to wait at the drive-thru window. Now they'll tell you to pull over to the side. There's a waiting area. So if there's an item that isn't made yet, you can go sit in the waiting area and they'll make it for you. So there's a car ahead of me actually waiting on some extra food. So I pull up and there is some food at the window for this guy. And he happens to be milkshakes. So as soon as I pull up to the window, I am greeted with 3 milkshakes after the dude just lied to me and told me they do not have a functioning milkshake machine for the 4th time I've heard this in the last couple weeks. And I very much wanted to say something extremely snarky. Like, hey man, can I have one of those milkshakes for that other guy? Because you told me you didn't make them anymore. So I don't say anything. But the guy comes to the window, grabs the milkshakes right from my face, and then carries them to the car that is across the parking lot, gives them his 3 milkshakes, and then comes back to the window, says, hey man, would you like any sauce on your chicken nuggets? Yeah, barbecue sauce. He looks at me for a sec. He's like, okay. So he walks away. As he's gone, we're just sitting there. I'm getting a little bit angry because I wanted a milkshake. The guy comes back real quick, opens the window, says, hey man, would you like 2 cookies for $1? And I'm like, no, dude. Like I was a little bit unhappy at that point. I'm just like, no, man. And he's like, okay. Like, shuts the window. Comes back with my bag. Hands me the bag. I grab the bag. I drive back here. We're sitting, eating our food. I pull out my chicken nuggets, which is what I ordered. And he did not pack me any barbecue sauce, even though that was the last thing he'd asked me.
He forgot. Hey, to him, he never asked you about those.
That dude was so baked. That dude was so baked. He had no idea what was going on. The fact that I got chicken nuggets and my wife got a burger was kind of a miracle in its own way that night. But I was so angry that I could not get a milkshake. I've never been so angry at a fast food service person. I generally give them slack because they have a crappy job sometimes. But dude lied to me. Like, he had the cups were see-through. I could see that this person had milkshakes. Give them to the person ahead of me. Did not give them to me. He appeared to be the only person working at this Burger King at this time of night, especially. It was 10. There's one person I saw in the entire restaurant. Gives the dude 3 milkshakes, doesn't give me anything. So you know what I did? I got online like an old fart curmudgeon cranky pants, and I wrote a nasty comment and sent it into Burger King corporate. And you know what's happened? Nothing. I didn't get any emails. I didn't get anything back.
Are you going? Is this you're the end?
But at
of
least
your
also there was nowhere to get a milkshake in this heck darn town. Nowhere. I cannot get a milkshake. I have to go to Bellevue to get a milkshake if it's like any time of the day, basically. One time, I tell you, I don't know if I've told you this story or not on the podcast. I don't know if I've told you this story or not in real life. One time, I went to 3 different restaurants trying to get a milkshake in Bellevue with the same excuse, oh, our milkshake machine's broken. Oh, our milkshake machine's broken. I go to a McDonald's. The second McDonald's I'd gone to. Are you laughing at me? Go to the second McDonald's the same night, drive up to the window and say, dude, do you have milkshakes? And he's like, yeah, what kind you want? I'm like, oh, dude, and that became my new favorite McDonald's. Also, coincidentally, that is the same McDonald's that had beer in the sweet tea machine. That is my favorite McDonald's in the entire world right now. Because they're the only person on this earth that will serve me a milkshake after 10 o'clock, because Chick-fil-A also always serves me milkshakes, and Chick-fil-A's great. But enough about milkshakes, and enough about me being a grumpy, cranky pants.
You are a spoiled, privileged white American.
That is true. I will not argue that. Like, the fact that I am obese is a testament to that, much less the fact that I'm complaining that there is A, no restaurants here open after 10 o'clock, or very few, and B, nowhere where I can get a milkshake after 10 o'clock obviously proves that point. But heck darn it, this is America. Like, I have rights. I have rights. You're complaining about the government just making you use you're using your credit card in a different way. I can't get a milkshake here to save my life.
I think we actually just found the title for our episode. I have rights.
I have my rights.
Dude, if you want a milkshake, just plan ahead and get it earlier in the day. Why does it have to
I don't want a milkshake early in the day. I want a milkshake for dessert after I've eaten dinner, when you should eat dessert.
Eat dinner like a normal person at like 6 o'clock.
What? I eat dinner at 6 o'clock, but I don't want to eat dessert then because I'm not fat, you jerk. Man. Someone in the chat mentions that his milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. That's true. That's true. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. What's up?
Yeah. Hi.
So, dude,
right.
Guess what's happening this next week? We got some changes coming up.
Yeah. Okay. What's happening this next week?
Longtime friends and family of the podcast, Blake and John, are coming back in town
next week.
So I'm sure this Saturday.
Dang.
This week. So they will be on the site. We're probably going to be posting game videos and whatnot. You know, we'll have some content coming to the site. They'll probably be on hashtag. Everybody will get to meet them. It'll be a good old jolly like last time.
It'll be a good old jolly like last time.
Yep. I'm sure that we're experiencing all kinds of Skype lag and jank between us.
Dude, it's
Google Hangout, sorry.
It's bad. No, Skype coined the term Skype lag is just, it's a general term. It just refers to all video technology lag.
You want to see a funny story? Tell Drewby that you go to Google I/O and he doesn't. That's a good face. We did that today at work. We made a joke that we were going to Google I/O. Drewby's a Google fanboy, FYI.
Oh, man, that was. No, man, don't. No one is allowed. No one that I know is allowed to go to Google I/O without me. That is not That cannot happen. That cannot happen. I can't even get inside the Google offices like that next to me. Like I have to get. Oh,
Why are you so obsessed with getting inside of a Google?
that's another show title.
That's a weird story. Why are you so obsessed? Here's a funny thing. I was this close to Google Fiber, one of their backbone lines.
Yeah.
I could have opened it up and pulled it right out of the switch it was plugged into.
And then injected yourself with all the fiber joys and goodness, giving yourself magical internet powers. Broadband.
You don't tell me where to go and where not to go. Hold on. Somebody in chat just told me not to go to Burger King. You don't tell me where to go and where to not get my milkshakes. They're the only place that serves milkshakes. Where do you want me to go? McDonald's to get a milkshake? Goodness. You don't know me. You can't tell me what to do.
Does Casey's have?
You're a vegan. Hold on. Somebody in the chat just agree with that. You're a vegan. You can't say where to go and where I can't go to get my milkshakes. This is America. Dang it.
Oh. Does Casey's have milkshakes?
I don't know. Maybe I could go to Casey. Get a gas station milkshake. That's where I should go. Because I'm sure that's better than Burger King in your guys' eyes.
He's probably not going to be stoned. I mean, I say probably. It is Plattsmouth.
Oh, there we go. That's a little less offensive. Someone suggested I go to McDonald's instead of Burger King, which I would choose to do, but there is no McDonald's around here. These parts.
What? Yeah. You just need to move.
I mean, there's a McDonald's. I could have gone.
You just need to move. Get out.
If I moved, I would have better internet. I wouldn't have to deal with this right now. We wouldn't have to be dealing with this lag.
See, there you go. There you go.
You want something funny? Someone could come in here and cap me off right now, and you wouldn't know for like 3 seconds. For 3 seconds, you would be the last person to see my face. That's how much lag we have.
Yeah, but to be fair, like I end this phone call and then I wouldn't know you were dead until like an hour or so. I mean, that's kind of worse lag.
That's true. Somebody from the dude from the chat told me to eat grass and save the animals. Dude, I eat grass, but it's not the kind of grass you're talking about. It's good grass. Ganja.
And you don't eat it.
I mean, you can. I have read articles about people who took marijuana and put it in food in specific ways. That's the flavor of the food, and like it's an experience that you can do in some of the states that have legalized marijuana, and it's supposed to be a cultural experience. I've heard it was cool.
In a state like ours that has not legalized marijuana, does that mean like any form of it that you can't, or is it like you can, but it has to be under a certain level of ingestion, or is it just like it can't be consumed at all? Like, I'm assuming probably.
I mean, yeah, it does go wild. You can't use it medicinally because I think the states have to legalize that too. Why are we talking about weed on this podcast?
Because I have partaken of Marley's Mellow Mood, and it's only fitting that we talk about this. I
approves of your Marley's Mellow Mood. Yeah, I clicked the marijuana link. You clicked it too. You know you did.
I did not.
The question, is it possible to get high by eating lots of raw weed? Has anyone ever tried this? What is it like? Answer, it is possible, but why would you want to? It takes a lot less to have the same effect if you cook it in oil, fat, or milk. Raw bud isn't very appetizing. Eat a little and see. I'm not going to promote this. I'm not. Yeah, I am not pro marijuana. I'm not pro marijuana. Only my street Michael is pro marijuana. Bob Marley was pro marijuana. Bob Marley was extremely pro ganja.
Oh, yeah, man. We may not have gone into this with a lot to talk about, but we've come out with a lot.
Yeah, I was going to talk about a TV show that I've been watching. It's about a family who is kind of dealing with some of the social pressures of the world and kind of their ongoings. And it was really interesting to see kind of the relationships that were happening in that show. I'm watching it with my wife. It's called 19 Kids and Counting. You've become a new fan of this show, Drewby.
I don't know. I'd call myself a fan.
You've now seen episodes plural,
Yes.
more than one.
Have. Yes, that is
So,
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was your impression?
It was a very family-friendly show about a cool family. That seems to be like, it seems kind of genuine, I guess, or that's kind of the perception, at least, about the things that they believe. So,
What was it like to watch human beings, who had not watched TV in probably like nigh on 20 years? Could you fathom that in your brain?
20 years without watching television. I will say it is possible. I will say that I would definitely have to, like, the things in my life would have to change. Like, I would have to, like, I'd learn every other instrument imaginable. Like, I'd have to find something else to do with my time. Like, this giant vacuum of space have just opened up in my life, and I'd have to find something else. I would go mad. I would have to come up with some other hobbies. Hey, I could finally get into skateboarding, the thing that I didn't really want to do to begin with.
What are you talking about? You wanted to skateboard. You spent $100 on a skateboard.
Yeah, yes, but that I'll blame that one on peer pressure.
If you can be peer pressured by one person, maybe you should work on your defensive skills.
My martial arts. No, it was more than one person. You know that. Like two.
So the chat asks, what do I think of Chick-fil-A's new milkshake? If you're talking about the peach milkshake, you have to specify. I don't know what you're talking about.
The peach milkshake is not.
I haven't had it. Yeah, but it's seasonal. Maybe that's what they meant.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Or maybe there was another milkshake. I don't know. Specify that in the chat, and I'll answer the question. I had something equivalent to an Orange Julius that was extremely delicious that I got from an Arby's. That was good.
Okay. So, one of the things that I wanted to bring up on the show, and I've just remembered, is I came across the site that had some Kanye West quotes. And I think that some of these we should probably share.
Real quick, before we get to the Kanye West quotes, the new shake was the lemon shake, lemonade frosted. I don't remember. It was something along that. And the Kale almond milkshake is great. I approve of that because I am pro that. But the lemon frosted one was all right. It wasn't super great. I mainly wanted it to have more zing, and it was a lot more just sweet and smooth. If those are words that can be used to describe taste, that is how I would try to do it. So go ahead. So what are some of these good Kanye gold?
All right. Here's a quote. One of my biggest Achilles heels has been my ego. And if I, Kanye West, can remove my ego, I think there's hope for everyone.
Word. I mean, dude, if he can do it, anyone can do it, right? That's my motto. If Kanye can do it, anyone can do it. With anything.
Let's see here. Okay. I have to kind of pre-read these just to make sure I can read them. So the voices in my head told me go, and then I just walked up like halfway up the stage, but I just didn't really want to take away from Beck's moment or the time he's having to talk. It was kind of a joke, like the Grammys themselves.
Yeah, so that was in reference to Kanye almost pulled a Kanye at this year's Grammys and almost interrupted Beck's speech because Beyonce didn't win, whatever. Or Rihanna or somebody. He did it again, but he didn't.
I am God's vessel, but my greatest pain in life is that I will never be able to see myself perform live.
I think that's probably the best Kanye quote, especially given the light of the first Kanye quote that you wrote about him being able to beat his own ego.
All right, this one's great. I hate when I'm on a flight and I wake up with a water bottle next to me. Like, oh, great, now I got to be responsible for this water bottle.
Hey, who's talking about first world problems here now?
People are
I just wanted a milkshake. Kanye is mad he has to throw away good water.
Kanye, I don't even listen to rap. My apartment is too nice to listen to rap in.
I once had a dream that Kanye came over to my house and we had dinner, Kanye and Kim, and they were both completely lying about their like crazy arrogant personas, and Kanye was a super down-to-earth dude that was just like talking about stuff with me, and Amanda was just talking to Kim about their baby, and like everything was cool. I like to believe that that's the real world, but I also know that that is not true.
I'm a pop enigma. I live and breathe every element in life. I rock a bespoke suit and I go to Harold's for fried chicken. It's all of these things at once because as a tastemaker, I find the best of everything.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm a fan. Oh man, yes. He's just dope and he does dope crap.
That's how we roll.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Let's see if I can find a couple more.
Do one more. Just do one more.
All right, I gotta find a good one.
Yeah, I want to go to that party too. I don't think it's real.
Yeah, I'll go with this one. All right, last one. Fur pillows are hard to actually sleep on.
That is something I cannot attest to. Never done that.
All right, so quickly, the best Kanye quote, is it he's dope and he goes to Harold for fried chicken? Or is it the other one where where he wakes up on a flight and there's a water bottle next to him? Which is your favorite? Or
it would either be the one where he talks about eating fried chicken, or the one where he was talking about being God's vessel and the worst thing being not being able to watch himself live on stage. That was probably my favorite one.
Oh, I gotta read
Chat, go ahead and vote on that. I'm going to talk about... Oh, go ahead.
I'm a pop enigma. I live and breathe every element in life. I rock a bespoke suit and I go to Harold's for fried chicken. It's all of these things at once. Because, as a tastemaker, I find the best of everything. There's so much truth in that. There's so much truth. I think we could all learn a little bit from Kanye.
And now, we all need a little more bespoking in our life, is what I'm trying to say.
One of our listeners, Blake, the flight one, the water bottle. That was his one. I hate when I'm on flight. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
It's audio. They can just go back. Somebody posted another one of those quotes in chat. I believe that bad taste is vulgar. It's like cursing. I think the world can be saved through design because what is the most distasteful thing someone can do? Kill someone. So good taste is the opposite of that. Also a great quote. It's a good one. Another vote for the water quote.
Yes. Yes. All right.
So anyway, talking about things that happened this week. the last week, the Oculus Rift announced that they were putting out their consumer version of their product next week, and then subsequently, they also released their specs for using the using the Oculus Rift. Like they announced recommended specs, and so I compared my computer, and I only need to make one upgrade. And as someone that has talked about virtual reality on this podcast before, including, hold on, let's see if I can get this one here. I have invested the large amount of money that goes into making this Google Cardboard here.
Making it, you bought that.
Okay, investing the large amount of, I had to fold it. It came like this in a square sheet. It's square-ish, there's sides, and I had to fold it into this. Clearly, I'm ready for VR with the amount of money that I've put into this thing so far. So, no, but for real, I'm reality, and so I'm going to try to prep my computer for that. I'll be saving it for that graphics card. I need to be able to play that stuff. Also, still be on the lookout for the Valve's Vive. It's called the Revive, or RE is like the whatever. It's the Valve's version of VR is also supposed to come out this year. And then the Morpheus is supposed to come out next year. So we got a lot of virtual reality coming up. I'm excited for all of that stuff. Excuse me. What's your thought on VR?
I probably won't get an Oculus at launch unless I come into some money and it's like, okay, yeah, I could probably go ahead and do this. I'll probably wait for that killer app, that game, or that product that will run off of VR. That will be like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome, and that's something I could get into. I need to. I could, like, it would be fun to have, as far as like an Oculus or even a Morpheus, but I think I'd rather. I think I'll wait, probably, at least right now. Is what my thought process is, just to wait until something comes out that would be awesome on the Oculus. I mean, if they make something if they, like, the Oculus comes out and they announce like this awesome product lineup, or something happens at E3 this year, it's like, guys, this is the game for Oculus, and then you watch it and it's like, okay, then maybe I'll start setting aside some funds to support that. But as of right now, it's like, yeah, that'd be really awesome, and I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't know if I'm going to invest the hundreds of dollars in getting myself ready for one. Also, like, with cool. Oculus,
you don't want to buy a new graphics card.
With Oculus, you're going to be, it's going to be on the computer, so I would have to invest in a graphics card. If Morpheus comes out at a decent price, maybe that's where I'll go, because I already have a PS4. And I'll go with that platform, depending on how that one holds and sells. Like, if it's any good, I mean, that might be the easier route to go.
Question from the chat: what about augmented reality? I also think augmented reality is super tight, but in a way, I really like the idea of virtual reality with applications in video games, kind of just taking you completely away from something that you're familiar with and placing you in an environment that may not even be physically possible. Basically, I want to go to the grid from Tron. Has been my life dream since I saw the second Tron movie, which is the only one I've seen. And so these, last 4 or 5 years, or however long that movie's been out, that's been my life dream and my goal. So that's what I'm going for. Augmented reality also is cool. I think augmented reality, if you can get it to the point of something like a video game, is much more useful in the real world, when you can have directions to a map displayed in your vision, or we've made jokes about it or whatever, but I work at an ISP to be able to kind of do something and see what a customer is seeing with my vision, and kind of be able to, point out things. Like, that kind of stuff is cool with augmented reality. And I'm speaking specifically with the Microsoft, I can't remember what they called it, but the Microsoft's version of their augmented reality they had going. That could be cool. I've seen cool augmented reality type games that I used on my Google Cardboard, where you put a thing on a table, and when you look at it, it appears to be something else. But it appears to be like a full-size model or whatever, but you can walk around and like look at it closer and see different perspectives of like a little battle and stuff that's going on. I thought that was really cool. But I think virtual reality is kind of where it is at for games. I think that's where the most promise is showed there. Chad also suggests that mushrooms are work well for seeing new things. I think that's probably true. But like I said, we're a staunchly anti-drug podcast here at thecultsmartpeople.com.
Staunchly.
Staunchly. We are against it so hard.
So incredibly. So
I was going to ask you what were you excited for tomorrow, man? I'm sure you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit. So tomorrow, May 19th, the second expansion for Destiny drops, the House of Wolves expansion. And I've already pre-ordered. That's probably already downloaded. Because it supports pre-download for the PS4, so that's probably already downloaded, ready to go. I just got to wait for the servers to go live. That should launch tomorrow. It'll be nice to get some new content. There's one specific mode that me and my fire team are looking forward to, and that is a new way of multiplayer. How it's going to work is you're going to have 3v3, and it's one fire team versus the other. And if you're familiar with Destiny at all, it's going to play like, what is it called? Iron Banner, where your gear and your guns matter, and they actually make a difference in PvP. Normal PvP, they kind of set everything to the same level somewhat, so it's so everyone kind of has a fair advantage. So like the level 10s or whatever can battle against the level 30s or something like that, and everyone can kind of still play and get along, quote unquote. In Iron Banner, those all of those balances are pulled off, and it's all depends on the gear that you have as to how will really help how you perform. So what this is going to do is 3v3, one fire team versus another, and as you win or lose, your ranking goes up and your chances of getting better gear increase. So if you win a match, great. If you win another match too, you've got 2 matches on you. 3, great. Now then you can get better gear as you win. But if you lose one, okay, you're back down to 2 again, and then that's my understanding at least. And that's going to affect the gear that you get. So if you do really well, you will be rewarded. Bungie is trying to increase the loot drops of that game. They're trying to make that stuff better so that you'll get more gear and better gear, so you don't have to grind as much and as hard, which that's kind of been an issue with certain weapons in the game. And some people, and you really, really have to work at it, and they limit you as to how much you can actually do each week. And so I think they're supposed to try to make that better experience for players, where you'll be able to get better gear quicker. So that's happening. There'll be a new story. I don't really care about the story. Someday when I do care, okay, I'll replay Destiny, I'll replay the expansions, and I'll pay more attention to it. But like, even paying attention to, like we've talked about this, the Destiny story doesn't make sense. So I'm just not even really, maybe they'll do something cool with House of Wolves. That'd be great. It's like, okay, I learned more about this faction. So, but kind of look at the more gear and stuff like that. I think I don't know if we're getting more multiplayer maps or not. I think we're going to get another strike, which is kind of like your raid from World of Warcraft, if you're familiar with World of Warcraft, where kind of a bunch of players go in and tackle enemies and try to take them out, and then there's kind of culminates with a boss at the end. So, yeah, that drops tomorrow, and I hope I can play it soon. We'll kind of see what happens, but yeah, that's your Destiny update, your House of Wolves update.
Yeah, we've been posting about that on the site. They've been posting live streams and stuff, and we've been kind of keeping everybody up to date. That is something I will probably end up playing through at least once. I like Destiny a lot. I think it is a flawed gem that it may just be really, really good. So hopefully that House of Wolves may be able to keep me a little bit longer than the last expansion. I don't remember what it was called. Whatever that expansion was. But I do like Destiny, man. I was so hardcore into Destiny during this podcast. Like we talked about it. There was a time when I was so hardcore into Destiny, you weren't even sure you wanted to get it, and then we both got into it, and then the expansion came out, and it was like, I don't want to grind again, and I kind of just fell off. So maybe this will grab me, maybe this won't. We'll see.
You're going to give House of Wolves a try, though?
Oh yeah, I probably will. I mean, what is it? $20? Less than $20?
Yeah, it's $19.99.
I'll probably get it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. Maybe I'll wait. I'm not sure. In other news, you posted your first press release. Do you remember what it was?
Yes. Rainbow Six, Siege. They Ubisoft gave it a release date. October 23rd. I'm gonna check the site.
I have the article up here. It says October 13th.
Oh. October 13th. Okay. Yes. Rainbow Six Siege. They did a alpha and beta, or at least an alpha or something earlier this year where players got in. I tried to get in, but I couldn't. I didn't get an invite. So I haven't played it yet. You haven't played it either. It seems like a cool concept. I hope they can pull it off and make it awesome. Like a good tactical shooter, as you and I have experienced, it can be a lot of fun with friends. And so I think that if they can pull this off, that'd be a great, nice kind of change of pace, and a different turn of events, so to speak, because Ubisoft has just been kind of pumping out Assassin's Creed. I mean, they announced they had a Splinter Cell 2 years ago.
They put out Watch Dogs. They put out that racing game.
I think we're due for Splinter Cell. Yeah, watch
either
Crew.
Yeah, on the site we've been known for talking about Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That is a game that we enjoy a lot. We might actually post a video of Rainbow Six Vegas 2, maybe coming up. We'll see. I've got some friends that may want to play it. Yeah, Terrorist Hunt. The Terrorist Hunt mode from Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is so fun. 4-player tactical strategy against just crazy amounts of terrorists roaming a map. Is some of the best co-op PvE content that I've played in a shooter. It's super fun. So I'm a fan of that. And if they have something like that in Rainbow Six Siege, I will probably be a fan of it. We'll see. I'm excited either way. I've liked every Tom Clancy game that I've played, which isn't a lot. I played Rainbow Six Vegas 2 and I played Conviction. But I liked both of those a lot. Like it wasn't just both games that I played that I kind of liked. They were both games that I played that I very much liked and played hours and hours and hours of.
Yeah, we played a bunch. I remember playing a bunch of Terrorist Hunt. Was that the game? I was still living at home at the time when I was yelling at the game and my father came in and told me to stop yelling, or was that League of Legends? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Rainbow Six. Your dad told you to shut up.
Basically, like we're all like chatting on Skype or whatever, and we're playing this game, and I'm getting all excited, and it was late, and my dad basically comes in and is like, shut up, Drewby. He doesn't call me Drewby, but yeah.
This is the benefit of not living at your parents' house anymore. Now we can yell, and only my wife can tell me to shut up.
Well, you can yell. I've got a neighbor over here on the other side of those walls.
When have you ever interacted with that guy? He could be a robot for all you know.
They do live among us, as we discussed today.
I read an article today about a company that discovered that there was a fish species that was in danger, so they created a robot fish, and the robot fish became these fish's leader and were able to lead them out of danger, and now they're going to try to do this with birds. And that concept terrifies me a little bit. Like, what if there are human? What if Barack Obama is a robot and he's leading us to the path of Terminator or something?
He is the real Terminator. Who is our John Connor then?
I don't know the story of Terminator. Is John Connor the good guy or the bad guy?
John Connor is basically the guy who is leading the revolution against Skynet, who kind of is the machines that took over the world.
So if Barack Obama is the Terminator, then I would leave it to Charlie Sheen to be John Connor.
Well, technically, the Terminator was sent back, but he became good. Like, he was sent to eliminate John Connor in the first film. I have never seen, like, the original 3 Terminators. I just know this. Like, this is stuff that I've absorbed. But John Connor Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first movie was sent back to kill John Connor. In the second movie, though, he's, like, good and is defending some people or whatever. So, like, you're probably thinking more of, like, who is the Skynet? Who is the evil machine overlord that we have to rebel against? Is probably a better comparison.
Somebody brought up the game Space Team in the chat. Space Team is great.
I don't know.
That's that game that you play on your phone where you and how many other players? I think it's like up to 8 players are all it's like you're flying a spaceship and you all have different controls on your spaceship and different things happen and you have to say what you have on your screen out loud, and whoever has that control has to do that control or turn the lever to the certain number while the other people are all getting commands on their screen at the same time. And so you're all yelling over each other trying to get everybody to pull the right levers, because if you don't, the ship will wreck and you all lose. Or you're just screaming at each other trying to get everybody to pull the right levers. And the more people you get involved, the less likely you will actually get very far, but also the more fun it is to just scream at your friend's face and tell them to, like, turn the hyperventilator to 3.
The hyperventilator.
Yeah, they all have stupid names. Like, they're like, some of them are real and some of them are just stupid.
Yeah. I am the real hyperventilator.
Oh, somebody Blake, actually, that we mentioned, he was going to be on the podcast coming up. He's coming to visit. He suggests that we make a video of us playing Space Team and post it on the site. That would be super fun.
Good. That could be good.
It'll be hard. Like, we would probably do something where we kind of show you what's going on the screen and then just sit back and all try to play Space Team, and that would be pretty funny.
We have a 4-man or 5-man Space Team. Could be crazy. What's the most you've ever had in a Space Team?
Maybe 5 or 6.
6?
I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I think so.
That's a lot in a Space Team.
Yeah, dude. You don't get, like, you maybe make it past the first level or something.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're kind of pushing our time. You have anything you want to hit, or you want to start wrapping us up?
The Kanye quote was probably the most important thing that I needed to hit tonight. So, we can pass and end for this. It's over.
All right. So if you want to kind of find us outside of the show, you can find Drewby at twitter.com/Drewby132. DREWBY132. Or you can look him up on Facebook.com/Drewby132. Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
And then also, if you want to check his Twitter profile for his stupid Google Plus profile, there's a link in there somewhere. You can find me at twitter.com/MichaelNipp, MichaelKnipp, and Facebook.com/ The Real Michael Nip. Sorry, I was reading the chat real quick. You can also email us if you'd like to send us comments, questions, whatnot, at podcast@theculturemypeople.com. You can check out the audio version of this podcast on iTunes. Leave us a review there if you'd like. 5 stars is preferable. You can tell us. The only review we have there right now is a 5-star review that says this is the greatest podcast that he's ever heard, I think. So you should agree with that guy and leave us a review there. If you're an Android user or whatever, you can just, the RSS feeds on our site, theculturemypeople.com. We post news stories. We're going to be posting some videos coming up of us playing games. And you can see the video versions of this podcast if you listen to the audio version.
Yeah. One thing I would like we should probably mention, last week we talked about, 2 weeks ago we talked about doing an Avengers spoiler cast. And then last week we talked about it, but we never did it. And so we put it to people and say, hey, if listeners, if you would like us to do this, let us know. I have heard one person say that he would like us to do this. So if there are others out there, that would increase our chances of doing it. If you want us to do this, then come forth, and it would increase the chances of us getting this done and making this happen. So if you would like us to do an Avengers Age of Ultron spoiler cast where we talk in detail with spoilers about the movie, let us know. You email us, like Mike said, podcast at theculturemypeople.com, yeah, that's probably the best way. Or just post on one of our. I mean, Michael shared our social media, so just let us know if that's what you would like us to do, and we'll go from there.
Sweet. Yeah. It's just a scheduling thing. It may not be worth messing with. It may be worth messing with. We'll see. So I think that about wraps it up. So
right.
Thanks everybody. We had a great time in the chat. Oh my
you
goodness,
guys should
people are just quoting. Yeah, people are just quoting to their stuff. We had a great time in the chat today. I always enjoy when we have a lively chat. So thanks, guys, for doing this. Somebody suggested we do a spoiler cast. We'll see. Maybe I'll wait for when the brother-in-laws are in town. That could be fun if they've seen it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
at this point.
Whatever. Maybe we'll post.
Yep. All right, we'll get that. We'll work that out.
So for hashtag follow the conversation episode 36. This has been me, Michael Nip, and my co-host, the Lag Brother.
Now we got